بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. مجموع الفتاوى في ابن تيمية regarding life after death and affairs of the unseen, compiled and explained by Sheikh Salih Fawzan Hafidahullah. Fitnah at the time of death. Sheikh Salih Fawzan. Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah was asked if shaitan will come to the individual at the time of death in the form of their relatives, encourage them to abandon Islam and embrace another religion, and what is the meaning of the statement of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, innakum tuftanun fi quburikum, indeed you will be tested in your graves. Ibn Taymiyyah: all praises belong to Allah, the Lord of all that exist. As for various religions being presented to the person at the time of his death, then this is not something general that will occur to each and every individual, but at the same time it cannot be negated from each and every individual. Rather, there are some people who will be tested with this at the time of their death, and there are others who will not be tested like this, and this has indeed happened to some people. This is all from the trials of our life and death, which we have been commanded to seek refuge from at the end of our prayer. It has been narrated in Sahih Muslim that the Messenger of Allah ﷺ said, إذا تشهد أحدكم فليستعذ بالله من أربه يقول اللهم إني أعوذ بك من عذاب جهنم ومن عذاب القبر ومن فتنة المحيا والممات ومن شر فتنة المسيح الدجال. When any one of you utters tashahhud in prayer, then let him seek refuge with Allah from four troubles by saying, O Allah, I seek refuge with you from the torment of the hellfire, from the torment of the grave, from the trial of life and death, and from the evil of the trial of the Dajjal. At the time of death, Shaitan is more diligent than ever to tempt man, because at this time, man is in great need. The Prophet ﷺ said in authentic hadith, Al-amalu bi khawatimiha, deeds are judged according to how they end. And the Prophet ﷺ said, إن العبد لا يعمل بأمر أهل الجنة حتى ما يكون بينه وبينها إلا ذراع فيسبق عليه الكتاب فيعمل بأمر أهل النار فيدخلها وإن العبد لا يعمل بأمر النار حتى ما يكون بينه وبينها إلا ذراعين فيسبق عليه الكتاب فيعمل بأمر أهل الجنة فيدخلها. A person may do the deeds of the people of paradise until there is nothing between him and it except a cubit, then the decree overtakes him and he does a deed of the people of hell and enters it. And a person may do the deeds of the people of hell until there is nothing between him and it except a cubit, then the decree overtakes him and he does a deed of the people of paradise and enters it. So that the shaitan is never more eager to harm the son of Adam than at the time of his death. He says to his helpers, go after this one, because if he gets away from you, you will never defeat him. Abdullah ibn Ahmad bin Hanbal said, when my father Ahmad was dying, I had a piece of cloth in my hand to wrap around his jaw. He would sweat and faint. When he regained consciousness, he gestured with his hand, not yet, not yet. He did this several times. I said to him, oh my father, what are you saying? He said, the shaitan is standing beside me, biting on his fingertips and saying, oh Ahmad, you got away from me. And I'm saying, not you, not yet, not until I die. This narration is well known. For this reason, it is feared that the presentation of Christianity and Judaism at the time of death will happen to a person who did not perform Hajj while having the ability to do so. This is based on the hadith of Anas bin Malik radiallahu anhu, that the Prophet ﷺ said, Man malaka zada o rahila تبلغه إلى بيت الله الحرام ولم يهج فليموت إن شاء يهوديا وإن شاء نصرانيا. Whoever has the provision and transport to take him to the sacred house of Allah and he does not perform Hajj, then let him die if he wills as a Jew or if he wills as a Christian. Allah the Ta'ala said, وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا وَمَنْ كَفَرَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنِ الْعَالَمِينَ. And Hajj, the house of, is a duty that mankind owes to Allah, those who can afford the expenses, and whoever disbelieves, then Allah stands not in need of any of the creation. Ikrimah said, when the verse was sent down, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِ غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. And whoever seeks a religion other than Islam, it will never be accepted of him, and in the hereafter he'll be one of the losers. When this verse was sent down, the Jews and Christians said, we are Muslims. Thus Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to them, and Hajj the house is a duty that mankind owes to Allah. They said, we will not perform Hajj. Thus Allah said, and whoever disbelieves, then Allah stands not in need of any of the creation. As we travel in the grave, there it is the test for the deceased when he is questioned by the two angels. They will say to him, who is your Lord? What is your religion? And what did you say, and what did you say about that man who was sent amongst you? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep firm those who believe with the word that stands firm in this world and in the hereafter. The believer will say, Allah is my Lord, Islam is my religion, and Muhammad is my prophet. Likewise, he will say he is Muhammad, the messenger of Allah, who came to us with clarity and guidance. Therefore, we believed in him and followed him. Two angels will scold him with a severe cold scolding. This is the final trial of the believer. The two angels will ask him the same questions again as they did the first time, to test his firmness. There are numerous narrations from the Prophet ﷺ about the trial of the grave. This trial applies to everyone who dies after reaching the age of a religious responsibility, except for the prophets. The scholars differ on whether the children and insane will be tested in their graves. Some scholars say that they will not be tested because the test is only for those who are at the age of religious responsibility. This is the view of Al-Qadi and Ibn Aqil. Based upon this viewpoint, the children under the age of religious responsibility and the insane are not prompted to say the testimony of faith after death. Other scholars say they are prompted to say the testimony of faith after death, and they will be tested in their graves. This is the viewpoint of Abu Hakim and Abu Hassan, while some scholars say this group will be tested on the day of judgment. This is the viewpoint of most of the scholars from Ahlul Sunnah.